Well, good morning. Hi, my name is Tree, and I'm with Racontours. And I'm coming to you this morning from beautiful St. Charles Avenue here in New Orleans Garden District. I'm going to show them what we've come to talk about. That's right, we've come to talk about the Fleur-de-lis. And I'd like to dedicate this video about the Fleur-de-lis. You did get it. Good job. Good job, Rio. I'd like to dedicate this video about the Fleur-de-lis to my good friends Paul and Julie from Virginia. I just want to tell you how good it was to see y'all again. And tell you about this little symbol that predates France as a nation. And in many respects has come to represent Francophiles everywhere they go. And then, as now, New Orleanians, being the Francophile town that it is, continues to tweak this ancient Franken symbol in all sorts of ways. For example, here on Peggy Sue's fence, we have a variation of the Fleur-de-lis. And let's just say that if I was a baker, I might decide to make the Fleur-de-lis for my bakery all doughy and rounded around its edges to represent my donuts and pretzels and baked goods. Whereas if Rio here had a rock band, she might decide to make the Fleur-de-lis for her rock band with razor sharp edges and blood dripping off the tips to show how hard her rock band is. That's right. Well, this little symbol actually predates France as a nation, and it comes from the point in time in which the church began to move west with Rome across the European continent. And of course, we're looking for converts to Christianity. And they found in them a likely Franken king named Clovis. And they said, Clovis, listen, we'd like for you to take your little pagan flock here and convert to Christianity. And Clovis said, well, I'll tell you what, I got a big battle coming up, and if your Christian God can help me win, fine, I'll take my pagan flock. We'll convert. And of course, Clovis won the battle, and this would be the sales pitch that he came back to his flock with. He says, as I entered the field of battle, all of the grass turned crimson, and all the lilies in the field began to turn bright gold, and I took it as a sign from this Christian God that we should convert. So he takes his little pagan flock, and they convert to Christianity. Eventually, enough of these Franken kings became converted that they were all united under the House of Bourbon. And France then would become a sovereign state, at that time known to be the most Christian of all nations, and not the least of which has been said about America. And they actually wound up moving the seat of religious power on this earth from Rome to the Châteauneuf du Pape, or the new house of the Pope in French. So, now, while you're here in our city, should you saunter into your hotel, restaurant, or perhaps any of those art shops along Royal, Julia Streets, and see, I don't know, curtains, wallpaper, a piece of art perhaps, that has a dark blue or burgundy background on it, such as this bow tie covered in fleur-de-lis, or a piece of artwork and it's got lots of little fleur-de-lis all over the place in no particular pattern. This is known in the art world as the Clovis design of fleur-de-lis, which is meant to represent France's history predating it as a sovereign state. Here's another example of the Clovis design of fleur-de-lis that I found here on this notebook. Lots of fleur-de-lis in no particular pattern. This happens to be the particular fleur-de-lis that they use in Florence. All right. If you happen to see three large fleur-de-lis, like what's on our city's flag, which I had pulled up here for y'all. That answered it. Let's go. Ah, here we go. Three large fleur-de-lis arranged in this triangular pattern. This is all meant to represent the House of Bourbon and the timeline in France's history as a sovereign state forward. So, no longer, Paul, should you be perplexed as to why you're going to see this little symbol all over our city, or why, for example, there's so many variations of it, or even what the two most repeated patterns are. But I do like to point out that everywhere you go in this city, it will be nothing but more and more and more and more and more of these ancient Franken symbols affixed to every single thing you look at. I hope you've enjoyed this video today. It has been a pleasure. I thank you for your time and attention. Paul and Julie, just know how much I miss you all the time, and I hope you all doing great up there. Congratulations on all your success. And for the rest of you, I hope you enjoy your tour here in New Orleans. Oh, I see the moon. Wow, how beautiful.